Hey everybody, Jocelyn here. Chemo number 4. Yep, we are off. Hope you aren't getting sick of hearing from me. Kind of getting sick of doing these sessions. I'd be happy to be on chemo number like we're done with this. But I'm on 4, which means I have 4, 5, 6, and then I get to be done with it. I titled my post today, The Blessings and the Pause. And those are gifts I learned from last chemo that I can't honestly say I'm enjoying right now, but I do know it's the gifts coming out the other end. Whenever we hit these things in life and we are kicked off our treadmill, I know I kick and scream for having my treadmill disrupted. I want to be helping others. I want to be working. I want to be productive. I don't want to be napping. I don't want all those things. But what I noticed last time I came off of cancer, and what I've noticed every time I've had some sort of disruption in my life, is you actually come back stronger. And so while I know personally I feel like I'm losing time, especially in my business, by not being on that treadmill, the blessing of getting off it, whether by choice or in the case of health issues being booted off it, is that when you come back, you have a new perspective. Some of those things you were doing because you got so stuck on your treadmill of doing them, you just kept running faster and faster and faster, you've been forced to stop. And it gives a unique opportunity to hit that pause button and to say, do I want to start up exactly the way I was before? And that's a gift. And so there is such a blessing in these times that feel so uncomfortable and where you feel like you're going backwards. Before this happened, I thought I was taking over the world. I was speaking and I was getting positive reinforcement and I was loving it. But I hold on to the knowing that when this is over, things will come back even stronger, even better. And the beauty and challenge is it tends to improve your overall quality of life because you make decisions once you get through your challenge with the learning of what you went through. So to anyone who is going through something right now who is similar to me, it may not be cancer, it may be whatever in life. It might be a divorce, it might be something going on, something where your life is not following the rules and the rule book you set up for it. This whole we're not in charge bullshit comes up. I honor what you're going through, and I'm right alongside you saying that this is no fun. But I do want to share with you, and maybe if you're in the space to hear it, do reflect on the fact that while this moment might be longer than you want to experience, it still holds a lot of gifts in it. And the other challenge I try to focus on is trying to even see the gifts in this moment. What are the gifts of this pause, and how can I make choices even in today to live my best day with my ultimate priorities, and to not get stuck in this mindset of, when this is done, I will start living. When this is over, when I achieve, when I get there. That's one thing I realize in coaching with people, and I do it too. It's like, when I hit this goal, I will be happy. When I X, Y, Z. And to us overachievers, we're never going to hit our goal because the second we get close to it, we're going to hike that bar even higher. So again, opportunities to make you really have a reality check of what are your values, what are your priorities, what matters to you. And I don't know, that's all I wanted to share. Otherwise, I'm doing great in this moment. I was not doing well earlier this week. Earlier this week, I had a funny day of my naturopath being like, you're halfway there, and me being like, are you doing the next 3? And my acupuncturist being like, you should meditate, and me being like, do you have dishes I can chuck? And my husband coming home saying, honey, how are you doing? And I'm like, well, my tongue is puffy and shiny according to my acupuncturist, and I'm a little pissy, so if you want to keep your head, just leave the room. And so I too have those moments where I feel like a failure and I feel useless and I hate being sick and I hate all of this. But in the moments where I can remember the bigger picture, I try to remember everything I just shared with you. And I even try to do what my therapist tells me to do, which is all these lovely videos where I'm so high and inspirational, watch them when I'm feeling really low and not. One thing I don't always appreciate, but is true, is that you cannot feel joy without feeling the downside. If life was always perfect, we wouldn't feel that high because it would be the norm. And so there is blessing in feeling extremes. As much as some of us would think we'd rather be stuck in just one extreme and avoid the other at all cost, there is benefit in feeling, living, and sharing. So I love you all. I thank you all for everything, for being in my life, and just know that I certainly have plans to come back kicking and screaming because I do have dreams and I do want to live my life, and that does involve professionally feeling impactful. And right now I don't have cycles to take care of much beyond myself, but I certainly have plans of that day, and you'll be hearing a lot more from me when I come out the other end. But for now, to anyone who follows me and listens, thank you for the love and support. And my hope is something in my sharing touches you to a message you need to hear for yourself today, no matter what is going on with your world. And if anything I share, I make all my videos public. I'm actually even putting them on YouTube now because I know for me, I am a very visual audio person, and I process emotion sometimes by listening to others. And so if there's ever someone you feel like would benefit from this, please share. Or if you feel like there's someone who needs a friend who, I can't fix it, but I get it, I'm available. So just know that I am here, and I love each and every one of you. Bye, guys.